Hello. Today I am going to walk you through how to set up a new Horizon radio in an existing 195E series network, along with some of the common problems people run into when doing so. Let's start with the 195E radio. When starting with the existing 195E radios, the first thing that should be done is a backup of the current configuration of the radio. This is done by logging into the radio's web configuration page, going to the Backup tab, clicking the Backup button, and finally clicking the Click Here link. This will prompt you to download a tar file that contains all of the settings of the radio. Backing up the settings is important. In case any unintended changes are made, you will have a known good configuration to reset the radio to when needed. If you are going to be adding a new Horizon to an existing network, you will want to go to the top page and note down the serial number of the 195 radio. This will help when setting up the Horizon later. Now we can go through the setup process of this radio and make note of the settings to help when configuring the Horizon to communicate with the existing network. Once on the setup page, start clicking the Next button through all the pages, noting the settings on each page. If the Horizon radio will be set up as either station or station router, pay special attention to the SSID, wireless security, and passphrase settings. These need to match or the radios will not communicate. If the Horizon will be in AP Bridge or AP Router mode, you'll want to add it to the peer list here. Click the Add button, then locate the WLAN MAC address of the Horizon radio, either on the back of the radio itself or on the product acceptance sheet located in the radio box. After you've input the WLAN MAC address, note the security settings and passphrase on this page, as these need to be the same when configuring the Horizon or the radios will not communicate. Commit changes, if any were made, and we can move on to the Horizon. If you plan on configuring your Horizon in a station mode, in this case either station, be sure you didn't add it to the previous 195E radio. If you're going to configure your Horizon into an AP mode, you can ignore this next part. Step through the setup process like you did with the 195E radio and match the appropriate settings, SSID, security, and passphrase. You may notice two different AES encryptions, 128 and 256. AES 256 is a new option for the Horizon radios only, and does not work with the existing 195E radios. The MAC Autosense is a handy feature that saves you needing to know the MAC address of the device you're connecting to the other station. Leaving this on, the radio will auto-change its MAC address to match the connected device. It is not advised to use this setting with a switch. Once everything is configured, commit the changes and the radio will reboot and connect to the AP. Now that we've gotten all the settings we need to match from the 195E radio, the setup is very simple. Match the settings as appropriate until you come to the SSID page. Here it will ask if you're using high throughput or standard rates. When working with the 195E systems, you'll want to set the radio to standard rates. For some new settings, like the protected management frames, you should leave these at default, as incompatibility can cause communication problems if changed. Be sure to match the security and passphrase as needed here. When you get to the peer list, if you are adding a 195E, you'll need that serial number we saved before. The peers in a Horizon radio can be added with either a simple serial number or the WLAN MAC address like before. Once you've added the serial number, you'll want to be sure to set the rate control to 195E standard rates, and match the security to that of the 195E peer list we just configured. Click Create Peer when done. Now that all the settings have been set, commit the changes, and the radio will reboot. Once the radio has rebooted, you can go to the wireless status page and see the 195E in the peer list, its current signal strength, and current port state. Run a ping test to the existing 195E radio to confirm communications. And you're done. It's that easy. Thank you for watching. If you have any additional questions, please check the manual for more details or contact Esteemed Support.